Hello, my name is Katie Lockett and I am the Head of Languages here at Trinity Academy. And I'm here to speak to you about GCSE Spanish and also GCSE and community languages. If you have any questions about GCSE languages, please contact Dr. Nottingham because I'm currently on maternity leave. So, first of all, why take a GCSE in a language? Well, first of all, it links to our mission here at Trinity to be a +1 school and to be a world-class school. Top sixth forms, top employers, top universities all look for GCSE languages. And that is the reason why in some schools they make it compulsory. We've actually chosen at Trinity not to make it compulsory, although we strongly encourage students to take it. We would like it to be a student's choice and for them to be really engaged in that decision. The second reason to take a GCSE in a language is because we live in a global world. We are globally connected, and we all speak lots of different languages, and being able to communicate with each other is really important. And I think Mr. Penn, our visitor who came a few weeks ago, made that really clear, that even if you don't intend to travel or you don't intend to work for an international business, that it's still really important that you can speak another language, because many companies here in the UK require foreign language skills, or indeed just the transferable communication skills that you get from foreign languages. And actually, that's particularly important with Brexit, where employers are struggling to hire EU nationals due to them needing a visa, and are looking now for UK nationals who have language skills. The other reason why languages are so exciting is, of course, travel. And we really hope, COVID dependent, to be able to run a trip to Spain in either year 10 or 11 for those who take GCSE Spanish. And finally, languages are really fun and interesting. You get to learn about the culture of the country and really immerse yourself in what it's like to live in another country, which many students find very interesting. So the exam board that we are going to follow is AQA if you are doing GCSE Spanish. If you are doing a GCSE in your home language, then the exam board will depend on the language. Most languages that aren't Spanish follow Edexcel. If you are planning to do a GCSE in your home language, please remember that this will be additional, so outside of the options block, therefore will not take up one of your GCSE options, and it will just be an additional GCSE, so you'll just sit the exam alongside your other exams, but you won't actually have lessons, and therefore you do need to be able to read and write the language already. So what will you study? And these topics are the same whether you're talking about GCSE Spanish or GCSE of another language. It's divided into 3 themes. Theme 1 is friends, family, technology, free time and festivals. Theme 2 is home, social issues, the environment and global issues, travel and tourism. And theme 3 is about school, jobs and future plans. Now, some of these are topics that we've studied already in year 7, 8 and 9 and are therefore revision, but some of these are new. Some of the topics that students really enjoy are particularly learning about festivals, so that you can see a picture there of a festival called La Tomatilla, which happens in the south of Spain, and is essentially a massive food fight in the street where they get to throw tomatoes. So students often enjoy the topic of festivals, and many students enjoy the topic of environment, where we get to debate what we can do to improve the environmental situation. The exams, there are 4 exams and they are worth 25% each, so they are equally weighted. The listening exam and the reading exam are simply just comprehension questions, mostly multiple choice, and also the reading exam has some translation in it. Students don't tend to find those too difficult, and they're not drastically different to what we do in 7, 8 and 9. The writing exam, again, pretty similar to the assessments that you've already seen in 7, 8 and 9 at Trinity. It requires a sort of mini essay and then some translation. Speaking is the only exam that often feels a little bit different to the kind of things we've done in 7, 8 and 9, and is sometimes something students can be worried about. But we give you lots of help and support with it. You don't have to speak in front of the class. It's just to your teacher by yourself. It's a one-to-one exam. It includes a photo card, a role play, and a general conversation. all of which you would have done lots of preparation for and lots of practice for. Nothing's going to be a surprise. It's often one of those things that once students have done it, they feel a real sense of achievement because they feel like they've had a proper conversation in Spanish, which often makes them feel very proud. How can you be successful? Learn your weekly vocabulary. Keep all of your sentence builders that we give you really neat and organized so that you can review them. Ask questions and actively participate in your Spanish lessons and do the challenges. So those are all the things that you can do in terms of your lessons and your homework. But also, I'd say take an interest in the wider culture of Spanish-speaking countries, or indeed countries that speak your community language. So read books and newspapers and watch videos and listen to music. And if you want some recommendations, you can always ask your Spanish teacher. And for community languages, speak to your friends and family who speak your language and ask them for materials. Maybe they've got a book you could read or something like that to practice your writing and your speaking. And if you are planning to take a GCSE in your home language, it would be a really good idea to do GCSE Spanish as well, because the exam format and the exam content is exactly the same for all languages. So doing GCSE Spanish is a really good way to prepare to take a GCSE in another language. In terms of additional resources, there's loads of things out there that are free. So Memrise and Quizlet you're already aware of. And if you search GCSE Spanish on there, or GCSE Polish, or whatever language you're hoping to take, you will be able to find the vocab lists there and you could start learning them. BBC Bite Size has really excellent revision pages for Spanish. The Oak National Academy has video lessons for GCSE Spanish, and all of those things are all free. And if you wanted to, but it's completely optional, then there is a revision guide that you could buy, which is approximately £5. And if you were to buy it, it's this one. It looks like it's a purple book. It's available in normal places like WH Smith, and it's written by Pearson and is specifically for AQA GCSE Spanish. But as I said, completely optional. You could be really successful at GCSE Spanish without buying that book. Thank you very much, and have a lovely rest of the evening.